Hey guys, it's me again, Greg with Planet Green Zen, and thank you for joining my YouTube channel and watching what I have to say. And for the newcomers, new people, newbies who's actually clicking on this video for the first time in this channel, thank you guys so much for joining. I'm humbly grateful. What I like to do in this channel is just inspire the world in 5 main areas of life, which are mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and socially. And I truly believe from the bottom of my heart that if every person on this planet had a holistic balance of every one of those areas, we actually will live a more holistic balance of life and be able to have world peace, in world hunger, famine, poverty, be able to sleep with your doors unlocked and not worry about someone coming in trying to mess with you and disrupt your peacefulness. So again, that's why I spread these messages out there. I just want to inspire people to just do more with their lives, take action, get out of that mundane hamster wheel type of life and live free and abundant. So today's topic is actually on staying disciplined. How do you stay disciplined? That is actually the hardest thing for most people. You guys may notice that you may have a friend or colleague or family member that always starts maybe new business journeys and ventures, and they say, hey, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this, and they're really excited about it, but this person's been doing this for 5-10 years, and you know, oh, well, 2-3 weeks they'll give it up because they quit. When if they would have kept that first idea alive, they would have been in a totally different situation, financially, mentally, healthy, all that stuff, if they would have just stuck to it. So again, you guys, what I want to just give you again, this minute mentor tip here is just please stay disciplined. That's one of the biggest things that we struggle with. It's that resistance that you have to fight through and just go through it in order to reach the abundance closet or room, or wherever you want to call it, the abundance chamber, to where you can unlock it and there awaits your wealth and happiness. But again, we all have to go through our self-development in these challenges because again, it can be frustrating to where you want something really bad. Again, everyone wants to make 10, 20, 30, 100 grand a month, because think about how much you literally pay off all of your debt like that, and it's just exciting thinking about it. But most people are not set up to actually be disciplined enough to actually get to that life. Now, it's available for everyone. The universe has an abundance for every person on this planet, but only about 5% of people are willing to do the work and go through the challenges to actually get there and get their portion of that abundance. And the rest of it just going to waste and sitting there. Imagine going to like the supermarket, buying a whole bunch of food, maybe like 1,000 pounds worth of food, and only, you know, you eat your portion and you're full, but then there's so much food left and it just goes to waste because other people are not coming to take their portion of that. So that's the way abundance works in the universe. We all have access to it, but again, going to the first example where the food is on the table, until you take your portion, you fought for it, you did the work, you went to the grocery store. Everybody else around you too lazy to get up and actually walk and do the work because they're tired or they're exhausted or they're sick or they're achy, whatever excuse they have too much to do, that no time to go walk and actually grab their abundance. So it does take some getting through hurdles and tests, I should say. But once you pass those tests and jump over those hurdles, then you do have access to your abundance. Just like the 3 feet from gold type of story where you guys may have heard, that where the guy was digging for I don't know how long, a couple hours, a couple days, and he stopped literally 3 feet from reaching his goal. He said, oh, there's nothing here, I quit. But if he would have kept going for 3 more feet, he would have had a abundance for the rest of his life and his kids' lives and living a legacy waiting for him. So again, guys, just staying disciplined is very key. I recommend just, again, making a blueprint, a solid blueprint that you follow. For me, I actually use my Google Calendar. That works best for me. Some people may like handwritten notes or tasks, but whatever you use, any type of software or physical writing, just map out your week, look at what you do in that week, and then jot down habits that actually will help you get to where you want to be. Like for example, people typically say, I don't have enough time to do this or listen or learn, but when you actually look at your day, a lot of the things that you are doing are pretty much a waste. They're not doing anything for you. So I like the way Bob Proctor put it. He says, take something of lesser value and replace it with something of greater value. So lesser and greater. So a thing of lesser value will be, again, just watching mindless TV all day, binge watching series on Netflix. Not saying that you can't do any of that, but just save it for a specific period of time after you've done your habits. That's like a reward. You get a couple hours a week to watch TV, to catch up on whatever you want to catch up on, or play video games. But replace that lesser value habit with something of greater value, which is reading books, going to networking, talking to people, educating yourself, actually doing the work, learning, failing, so then you can actually improve your life. So that's what I mean by replacing something of lesser value with something of greater value. And then jot it down, and then take things that are lesser value, wipe it off for your calendar, replace it with those habits, follow it every day. Now it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. But maybe start with small things. I don't recommend adding 10 to 20 things on your calendar per day because it's overwhelming and you just won't do it. Stick to about 3 tasks, roughly around there. So put 3 on a calendar per day, maybe 20, 30-minute tasks each. And then once you complete those, you can mark it as done on your calendar. You actually feel really good and accomplished, and you do it again the next day and the next day. Just like brush your teeth. A lot of us don't even think about doing that. And we may even not want to do it when we wake up. But before we leave the house, we think about what will happen if we don't do it. Well, we'll be self-conscious. We have bad breath. People will not want to talk to us. So we look at those consequences by not brushing our teeth every day. And also, teeth will get rotten and fall out. So we actually develop the habit to brush our teeth every day, maybe 2-3 times a day. Not really think about it anymore because it became a habit. So as you develop these, it takes about 90 days or so to develop a habit. So stick to this blueprint. Again, you're going to have days where you fall off, you don't do it, but just make up and go extra hard the next day. And then see how much better your life will be. Okay? Well, again, this is Greg with Planet Green Zen, and I do hope you guys have a great day.